That's a quick 16 hundo overnight. We woke up to profits in the morning, baby. We took okay, I lied a little bit. 1, 2, 3. We took $1,000 in profits overnight. That's what we woke up to. Then we took another 6 hundo today. If you wake up to gains and a beautiful woman, you're having a good day. So I'm having a good day. I wake up to a beautiful woman every morning. I woke up to gains this morning, which made the day exponentially greater. We're looking really nice. Okay. Bitcoin had some turbulent times today, man. Let's talk about it. Does anybody know why? Right? And if you do, then do you understand where Bitcoin could be going? Right? I also shared a trade on Twitter that on the Twitter, right? X.com. And if you're here from X.com, Twitter, make sure that you hit that little button at the top of my profile that says follow. Okay? Because we're taking gains every single day and I'm posting about it. We also take losses. Anybody that says that they've never taken a loss or that they don't take losses in trading, they're absolutely 100% lying to you. We take losses. We try to take small losses, though, and big gains, okay? So whenever you're taking $1,000 gains, $600 gains, 19, 2.4K, bing, bang, boom, and you're taking $200, $300 losses, even $600 losses, when you're taking that big of gains, who cares, man? That's what happens. That is the game. That is crypto. We're going to get into some Candlesticks 101 today. Welcome to the Wolfer Power Hour. I'm your host, Drew Wolfer, DW, baby, bringing you the levels every single friggin' day. Setting up the charts for you like clockwork, bringing you the trades to go out and make you some scratch so you can afford your hashtag Friday Pie Day tomorrow. So let's get into it, right? I'll tell you what the trade was. Put your prediction in the comments section, man. Alpha Wolf Crypto's here. He's saying what's happening. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you all for showing up. Seriously. He said rawr. He said rawr. He said, all right, 109 is my call for the long, my new call for the long. We'll talk about it. Okay. We'll talk about it. We'll let the charts do the talking, right? But we're going to take you into Candlesticks 101. Okay. And we're also going to teach you Market Psychology 101. If you know anything about me, you know that I am filming and offering a gold course. I'm not pushing this to you. This is just a fact. This is just something that I'm doing outside of all of this. I am doing a gold course for Verified Investing, which is Gareth Soloway's company, verifiedinvesting.com. One of the main things that I teach inside of that training is market psychology. Okay. I'm going to give you a masterclass on market psychology. Another thing that I teach inside of that course, Candlesticks 101. We're going to give you a masterclass on that. Obviously, I'm not going to give you everything because, you know, we offer it to paid people for a reason, right? So I can't give everything away for free. That would actually be counterintuitive to myself and my partners. So with that being said, let's get directly into the charts. Let's see how we took $1,600 in gains since you last saw me. And let's see how we can go out and secure some more gains. And then we're going to do a 30-day recap of my trading account. And we're going to see, okay, Drew started with $3,200 trading 30 days ago. That's what we were starting off with our balance, see where we could take it. And we're going to see exactly where we took it. I know where we took it, but do you? We're about to find out. Now, first and foremost, we need a baby Drew and not a big Drew. Let's pull up those charts, baby. Everybody knows about the diamond. They faked us out on the diamond. They killed us on the diamond. But guess what? I took profits on the diamond right there, baby. I'll show you the trade. If you don't believe me. Where's it at? Right there. Took 102,387. Where did we go? Right here. This is where I took profits. Boom. Right here. Okay. I believe it was last night right around here. I saw what's going down to 102. I said, I'm going to take some profits off of the table, and then I'm going to put my stop loss into profit at $104,748. And that is what netted us this right here. This 1060. Obviously, we got smacked on a few fees. Jesus. We got hit with $177 in fees on this trade, man. Here's the trade. Never mind. Okay. I guess we're not seeing the trade. I can pull it up. I can pull up the gains. We taking the gains train for a nice little ride overnight, baby. I'll show you the two trades. It ain't no big deal. Where is my friggin' thingy at? Right here. That is not the trade. This is the trade. That's the trade that I just scalped. That's the trade that we took. Entry 105 or something like that. Close price 104. Easy money, right? Obviously you saw the actual orders where we took our profits and stuff like that. We are in another short position. We took another short position for gains as well. See what I'm saying about the losses? Like $31, $25. Gains are $10,000, 580, right? So I'm going to show you why I took this position, because this is going to be, first off, we're going to do candlestick 101, and secondarily, we're going to do fundamental analysis 101. So you're probably wondering, okay, we tried to bust out of this diamond bottom pattern, right? We tried to bust out of the diamond bottom pattern. This is what made us $1,000, is shorting this right here, right? And our average price was actually 105. So that BitGet screenshot, that thing is absolutely 100% lying to you. And also, it's trying to say that we had 1.95 Bitcoin on it. That's, again, I'm here to tell you that is absolutely 100% lying to you as well. What happens here is with BitGet, they take into account all of the trading volume that you've done. So say I enter 0.4 Bitcoin short at $105,000, and then I enter another 0.2 at 106, and then it goes back down to 104, and I sell off 0.4 in profit, but I still have that short position open. And then it goes back up, and then I short it again. It just adds all of your shorts together until you finally eventually close it. So one thing I can assure you is I did not have $20,000 on this trade. Like, I had at most, I think probably like 12 grand on it at one time. And majority of the time I have like 6 to 8 grand on these trades, right? This trade was a $4,000 trade. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's check the asset overview first and foremost. Okay, so this is today. Let's go to the 1 week chart. Okay, so 1 week. Now let's go. I want to see the 1 month. Okay, so we started off $23,200. Here's my strategy. And you probably can't see it. Now you can see it. It's like behind my head. Okay, so I'll drop down. So my strategy was, I have like $20,000 on the sidelines waiting to buy spot positions whenever Bitcoin comes down, right? I'm going to a bunch of altcoins and stuff like that. So I'm not risking that $20,000 ever, right? Ever. So I took $3,200 and said, I'll trade this instead. So that's what I did. I traded $3,000 or whatever. And then if we scroll over here, I don't know if you can see this. How do I get this over here? There you go. I had to move it. So then if we scroll over here, you can see that we are now at almost $34,000. So my point is that basically what we did was we 4x'd our $3,200 in 1 month, in 30 days. That's pretty friggin' legendary status, honestly. And yeah, so now we're back in another short position and we're going to talk about it, right? So first and foremost, why did we see this God candle? Does anybody know? I'll give you like 5 seconds or something, drop it in the comments section. Adrian Kent, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to the 96 people that are on here. There's 93 people on Twitter and there's 3 people on YouTube. I appreciate all of you. I would urge the Twitter users to make sure you go and follow my YouTube channel, because eventually I will not be streaming on Twitter. Okay, so just go follow my YouTube channel, but obviously make sure you're following my Twitter too, because I also post like these charting setups and tell people like whenever I'm getting in and out of trades on Twitter, right? Okay, so nobody dropped anything in the comments section as to why this pumped. So I'm just going to tell you why this pumped, right? This lady right here. Yeah, Alpha Wolf Crypto hit it right on the head. Chosen to chair Senate subcommittee on digital assets. So, okay. Block that out. This is what she tweeted this morning.
Big things are coming. Ooh, big things are coming. Ah.
Right? Because
I don't want this to happen right here. I don't want these gains to get down here. We want to shake out all the short positions and make sure they're stopped out and liquidated.
that's what they did. They did it. It was successful. They stopped me out of my position in profit, which was great. But I had a hell of a position built, man. I had a hell of a position built. It was like 0.9 Bitcoin, dude. I had 0.9 Bitcoin with already $900 in profit locked in right here, ready for it, just to go get murdered. And then Senator friggin' whatever this lady's name is from Wyoming, of all places. She's the lady. All theatrics aside, I like to get, you know, I'm dramatic, whatever. I'm Italian, so sue me, right? All theatrics aside, she is the person that brought the Bitcoin bill, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve bill to the Senate, right? So this lady's a big deal, right? Essentially, she tweets this out.
Oh, big things are coming. Woo, watch out. Look.
Right? And then stay tuned for 10 a.m. Let me drip feed a little bit more hopium into you. So then everybody starts absolutely going bonkers, just absolutely crazy, right? Like a bull in a china shop comes through, ow, right? Blasts through, gets back outside of our diamond top, right? Breaks that, gets back above the 50, the 200, and the 100 moving average, reclaims every single moving average that matters on the 1 hour chart and probably on the 4 hour chart. Yeah, look at this. Crazy, man. Crazy. So let's go to the 30-minute chart and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This thing went absolutely nuts, right? Where's the 30-minute chart? Why is it going to 30 seconds? Where's 30 minutes? Why don't we have a 30-minute chart on here? Where's my 30-minute chart? Why don't I have any minute charts here? There we go. I see them now. We'll go to the 15. This is where she tweeted, literally, right here at like 9:30 in the morning on Eastern time, right? Right before, it was like 9:15, right before the S&P opened, right? So why did they do that? Well, because they knew that everybody was shorting here after, you know, the diamond had formed, and they wanted to wreck those shorts and grab this liquidity up here at this previous swing high. They did that. They successfully did that. Okay, that's what markets do. Now you've got a bunch of leveraged longs from down here that you're going to want to grab the liquidity on. So anyways, she comes out with this, says something, bling, 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 blow, right? I'm talking to my buddy Larry on the phone when all this happening, and he's like, yo, what if they pass the Bitcoin reserve? And I said, dude, I promise you, this is going to be some BS. This is going to be some BS hype, hopium stuff. This is what I literally teach in my training inside of market psychology. Because guess what? Guess what they came out with? Oh, wow. I'm going to be the chair of the Senate Banking Subcommittee on Digital Assets. Dude, we already knew you were going to be that. We already knew. And you caused this massive like run up because of this, acting like something big was going to happen. Nothing big happened, man. And then once the markets realized that nothing big happened here, guess where we're going? Right back down, right? So here's my point. This lady comes in, says all of this, pumps the markets. Great, cool. They did their jobs. They shook out the leverage shorts here. They shook me out of my short position in profit, mind you, right? In profit, as we can see. Okay, so no big deal, no harm, no foul. It is what it is. But here's the thing that's going to probably happen. If you understand the media and you understand the powers that be that make these markets do these types of things, they own this friggin' lady, man. They own this friggin' lady, okay? They own Trump too. What about Trump, man? Trump's gonna pump the market. They own Trump too, man. Everybody thinks that they don't own Trump. They 100% own Trump. He would not be in power, in a position of power, if they didn't have some type of control over him, because we've seen they can do whatever they want with tampering with elections, pushing markets whichever way they want. Like, money rules the world, right? So they decided, now we have like the Jesus fish, right? I forget what it's called, like, you know, the Jesus fish, right? So now we have a Jesus fish pattern that can either ride us up to new all-time highs or ride us down, right? So this is where candlestick analysis comes in super, super clutch, okay? And if you were here yesterday, you understand the candlestick analysis. And then we're going to get to doing some Trump analysis too. This right here, this is what is called a dragonfly. This big candle right here, that's a dragonfly doji, okay? What needs to happen to form a dragonfly doji? Well, in an uptrend, that's usually signaling that you're reaching the top of the uptrend unless the next candle comes in and goes green. Right? So if you get this big green candle, you get a dragonfly doji. The next candle is the one that basically decides direction. The next candle came in, and guess what it was, baby? You know what it was? It was a topping tail, okay? This is the inverted hammer, Thor's hammer, right? And this is a very, very bearish candle to come in at recent highs, right? Like, we're talking literally, and a double top right here, right? You've got a double top, you've got a dragonfly emoji doji candle right here. Not that one, this one. That's the dragonfly doji with a massive wick all the way down to here. And then the very next candle's a friggin' topping tail. Man, that's not awesome. Okay, so then they tried to show some bullish momentum here. It didn't work. The momentum started to fall off tremendously, because look at these two volume candles right here. Massive, right? Massive, massive candles. Okay, look at the size of those candles relative to the other candles around them, right? Then that bearish candle comes in, they start to give up, now it's trending down, the volume is trending down again. So this news is now kaput, right? So it did what they wanted it to do, which is pump it up short term, but holding it up long term is another thing, right? And now what we're seeing is a rising channel that is most likely going to break down, okay? Because because a lot of people would say, oh, that looks like a bull flag, man. Oh, that's a bull flag. That's a bull flag, man. No, that's not a bull flag. It's upward sloping, man. Whenever you see bull flags that are upward sloping, that ain't it. You're not that guy, pal, right? So, and I'll show you what I mean by this. If you want to see kind of like what this potentially is, we can go down to the 15-minute chart and I can show you a little bit better, right? Not even there, actually. So this was a wedge pattern, essentially. This was a wedge pattern that is now broken down. Okay, no matter what way you try to cut it, this thing is broken down. If you try to connect it to this candle, it doesn't work, right? This is where you get your touch point. First touch point, second touch point, third touch point, fourth touch point breakdown, right? So I'm favoring downside bias here. I'm not saying that it's guaranteed to go down, right? But as you can see, I've already got my position built. And I'm down $4.60 on it. There goes the pizza. Pizza's done. I can't afford pizza tomorrow. Screw these, $1,600 in profits. We got to get this one to be profitable, man. We need some profits, man. But we have 4x'd our account over the past 30 days, which is absolutely insane. With the risk management, position sizing procedures that we have on this channel, we're not taking 100x leverage trades, man. At most, we're taking a 10x leverage, and on altcoins, we take 3x leverage. So to be able to quadruple your account in 30 days, your $3,200, and then upping your position size as it rises, that's pretty Hall of Fame status. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's like the best thing, but it's pretty cool. That's for sure. I mean, it's definitely pretty cool. So what are we seeing on the charts now? Well, the first thing I want to look at is the weekly chart. Okay, let's look at the monthly first, actually, because I think the monthly is going to give us some little idea. Dude, damn, Daniel, back at it again with the topping tail, man. This is wild, dude. Let's take this diamond top off of here. Topping tail on the friggin' monthly chart at the all-time high. Like, yo. Okay, so that's not a good scenario to be in. Let's see, have we ever done a topping tail at the high? Kind of. On the monthly chart. Yeah, that's not really a topping tail. Like this is a topping tail for sure. Big downtrend. This is a dragonfly doji like what we just saw. Red candle came in, dumped it down to $3,000 from about 10K. That's what a dragonfly doji does. Dragonfly doji, yet it's kind of a dragonfly doji. Big red candle, boom, downtrend, right? Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. So I mean, this is the monthly chart. So that's a very bearish indicator on a monthly chart. We're not forming any type of, I mean, you had like maybe a bull flag here. Like you pretty much had a bull flag here, but guess what? That bull flag already played out, right? So if we take it and copy and paste it up here, that bull flag's done. It's played out, man. It played out exactly perfectly the very next month. So there's that. So there's nothing on the monthly chart that tells me like we're super bullish. Let's look at what, yeah, I mean, super oversold or overbought on the monthly as well. Do we have a bearish divergence from here to here? Let's see what the RSI says from here to here. Yeah, I mean, there's a bearish divergence on the monthly from here to here. Let's see what Market Cipher B says. Yeah, bearish divergence. Money flow is still trending up, but you can see it's barely sloping down, right? This is barely sloping down, but it is sloping down nonetheless. So there's that on the monthly chart. Let's get this off of here for now. We know we have a bearish divergence on the monthly. Let's look at the weekly chart. Apparently, this is breaking news. President Donald Trump just told Davos globalists he will make the United States the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. I mean, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is not breaking news. I know you just copied that off of Twitter. I get it. But it's not breaking news. He's been saying that for like 6 months. I remember I was in the Bitcoin conference in Memphis or Nashville, and he came on stage and said the exact same thing. So it's not like he's saying the exact same things he's been saying. So none of this is breaking to me, especially what that one lady said, the senator from Wyoming. That's also not breaking, in my opinion. Yep, there's a massive bearish divergence on the weekly chart. So look at these highs. Look at the RSI. Boom. Massive bearish divergence. Let's see if there is one on Market Cipher. Yep, momentum heading downwards. Bearish divergence. The money flow is staying relatively steady and a little bit increasing, so that's good news. So let's get this. We know there's a bearish divergence on the weekly. Is there anything to write home about on the weekly chart? I mean, could this turn into a cup and handy, right? Maybe, but that would take weeks to play out, right? Could this turn into a cup and handy? Bring us back down to about 98,000, smash up to probably 120. Yeah, it could. That could be a cup and handy on the 1 week chart. Is this a bull flag? I don't believe it is. Like, I don't see it. It's not a bull flag. There's nothing structurally that points to a bull flag for me. like because it's broken so far out of the range and then came so far into the range. It's too much volatility for a bull flag. So I mean, that's still, you know, long-term bearish indicator on the monthly and the weekly. Let's look what the daily's telling us. I mean, we're super overextended from the 100 moving average on this. We're super overextended from the 200 moving average on this. I mean, these need to trend up. 200 moving average is right at our super key level of support, which is right here at about $76,000, right? And then the 100 moving average is at our other key level of support, which is right at 90K. Yeah, I mean, that's good news. We could be seeing maybe a potential WV pattern on the 1-day chart, right? Could we see a WV forming that comes back down here to about right here and then pushes us up to, you know, about 116? Let's see, what's this? 90 to 108, so 18,000. Yeah, it would push us to about 117. That could happen, absolutely. And that's where the 21 SMA is. I mean, that could definitely happen. Let's save that. 1-day WV. Also, if you look at the hourly chart, I want to show you something that I think happened on the hourly that I don't think a lot of people saw, which is why I moved my stop loss and took profits where I took them. Okay. And it's this. This WV pattern right here, right? So that's exactly, we ran right into it, right? We ran right into it. And I actually already had this drawn out. And that's why I was like, okay, this is probably a good place to take profits. Not 100% sure we keep going down here. I'm good. I'm not going to chance it, right? And I mean, you can even pull this. You can see how long ago this WV was drawn because it didn't even take it down to the ultimate low. So that's another reason why we pumped up right there is a technical pattern like that, a big WV. I mean, that WV could take us all the way up here, though. We're talking 117, 118 targets on a lot of these bullish patterns that we're finding. So that is good news. And as so long as we stay above $90,000 right around here, all of these bullish patterns can play out just massively to the upside. So there's that. Let's look at the 1-day chart and see if there's anything else that we needed to see on it. I honestly don't see anything else on the 1-day chart. We do have a double top here, right? We definitely have a double top here. We might have a little range too. If you look at this, right, that we like to stay in, but whenever we get pulled outside of it, we like to come back into it, right? So there's definitely a range here. There's definitely a very well-established range here that's just under 100K, right? So, I mean, double top, it's hard to be bullish whenever you see double tops come in like that and then get rejected. And then again, what we also know is that we have a topping tail right here, right? And it's struggled. It still has not tested that high, right? So, yeah, I mean, and I bet you there's a bearish divergence here as well, right? We look at the RSI and you got a red dot trying to print today on Market Cipher B. Yep, bearish divergence, right? Even if you take it from exactly like the wicks, which don't get me wrong, like wick bearish divergences don't have as much weight as like regular bearish divergences that where you're measuring to the candle body. But I mean, yeah, double top, man, double top, pretty self-explanatory. Like, look at that, double top. Came outside of it, tried, did its best, probably downside, right? So let's go to the 4-hour chart. Let's delete this, actually. We know we have a bearish divergence on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly as it sits right now, which there's been bearish divergences on those charts for quite a while. So it's not something like I've been talking about those bearish divergences for a friggin' month, maybe longer, maybe 2 months. So let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. I mean, do we have bearish divergences on the hour chart, right? Like, there was one, definitely. I mean, we've got a downward sloping RSI, and it started here. I mean, yeah, there's a bearish divergence on the 4 hour, you know, no matter which way you cut it, right? Doesn't matter. The only place that you can say it's not a bearish divergence is if you're measuring it from here. That's downward, right? And then this is sloping downward, right? So you're looking at it right there, right? So that wouldn't technically not be a bearish divergence. So that would be the only good news on the 4 hour chart is if you measured it like that. But I try to take the massive peaks where it makes the most sense, right? We do have kind of like a little trend channel that we're seeing happening. Like you can almost draw it from like here to here, right? We are trending up, right? And my guess is you could probably do this right here. Boom. Deviated outside of it, slammed right back into it, rejected. So, I mean, once you get above like 107.8, you know, maybe it's bullish, right? Yeah, I mean, actually, let's save that. Let's save that in a 4 hour channel, right? I kind of like that one. Let's see if we did anything else on it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of started down here, if you think about it. Like, kind of started like right here, almost. 4 hour upward trending channel. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you've got bearish divergences on the majority of the charts, right? This isn't looking like super bullish or bearish for Bitcoin right now. It's like indecision time. Right, you're super overextended on the 100 and the 200 moving averages that would take you down to 99.5, 97.5. Right, you did reclaim the 50 on the 4 hour. That's good news, good-ish news. Right, let's see what. Yeah, I mean 4 hour, you got money flow coming in. Here's the only problem: your momentum is trending downwards when again price is trending essentially upwards. Right, from like here. It is trending upwards, right? So that's not necessarily the best thing that you want to see from a macro perspective on the 4 hour chart. But then if we get down to the 1 hour, you know, it might start to turn around for us, honestly. Yeah, I mean, lower. Is this a lower high? Yeah, that's a lower high. Okay, so there's no bearish divergence on the 1 hour yet that we can see. Money flow has gone into the red for quite a while. It's been in the red for quite a while. And VWAP is about to cross over to the downside. We're setting a lower momentum wave here, which isn't awesome, right? And doesn't necessarily mean anything. You've got the stochastics are about as oversold or as overbought as they can possibly be. You're trending up near oversold or overbought territory on your RSIs. This is trending up though. You're setting higher highs and maybe you're setting lower lows here. Is that a potential bearish or bullish divergence? I mean, it could be. It could be. I mean, there could be a case to be made that is a bullish divergence on the 1 hour chart, right? And we did reclaim the 200 and the 21's all the way down here at 103 too. Right. So I'm still feeling good, in my opinion, about this short position. I'm good writing it down, especially whenever we have what, $1,600 in profits banked. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. It just depends on if you're willing to risk it for the biscuit. Stone Spartan said, have you ever been to a tennis match? I actually have not. It's like watching the Bulls serve to the Bears, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. No, it is, dude. It is. This is what it looks like. I mean, so this is exactly why, though. I'll show you on the charts exactly why I shorted here, right? So I shorted at like 105. I think I started shorting at like 104.9 once we got up here. And then I shorted again at like 105 something. And then it just, bam, just dropped the bottom out of it. Let's see. What's the history on that? 104.7 and we exited at 103, 152. Okay, so we shorted right here. We shorted right near the top of this candle, right? It ran a little bit further on us, and then we sold it literally right here near the bottom of the very next candle. Like, that was a legendary trade. And then once we saw this happening, we started averaging in on the position that we have right now. And now we have a $105,200 price. So here's my bias. I took my $1,000 profit last night, and then, or 800 and some dollars profit, and then locked in my stop loss below my entry. So I was guaranteed to make at least $1,000, right? Wonderful. This is why I did it. This is why I did it. We literally came into a a support that I was showing you on that WV pattern. I was like, okay, I can ride this down if it keeps going, but I'm going to lock in some profits here and make sure I don't take a loss. So I'm going to cover my downside. And then whenever I took those profits, right, I took those profits all the way down here at like 102 something. And then whenever we came back above this, my average price on that previous short position that I had opened was like 105. So now I've taken $1,000 profit, and I actually have a better average entry price for my short, because I still think my thesis is going to play out, right? And if we come down here to where I think we're going, which is probably in the $100,000 range, this is going to be a $2,800 win on this in, you know, probably just a couple of days. It might be even a few hours, right? Here's my bias on this, right? You still have this happening, okay? You've got a high, right? You've got a low, then you set a high, then you set a higher low, a lower high, a higher low, and now if this is a lower high, then what I'm eyeing is over here. A higher low, probably somewhere in this range, or just under the 200 moving average at about 102.5. I would say 102.5, right around here, 102.8. That's probably where I could see it, you know, bouncing. Let's see what that would give us. I bet you it gives us at least a couple of grand, or at least a grand. Yep. 1,400 bucks essentially, even if we took it to 102,713. And guess what's at 102,713? Let's delete all this stuff. You guessed it. Value area high, 102.4, right? So you front run it a little bit right here, and then bing bang boom, you take your profits, right? That's it. That's how it is. Wrapped BNB, one of my favorite commenters, said, poop. You heard it here first. I love this guy. Dude's hilarious. Bro, you should check out Hype Token again. I'll check out Hype. Wrapped BNB says, love your TA and content, bro. Man, I love your comments, dude. I live for this stuff. It's hilarious, dude. Keep them coming. Every stream, come in and say something. Dude, what was it yesterday? Frick, frack, dick, dack, tic, tac, backtrack with a... I don't know, something. It was funny. It was funny. If you guys aren't watching for his comments, dude is hilarious. If it's a dude, if I misgendered you, I apologize. Sorry. Embarrassing. Right? Okay, let's look at Hype. Let's look at Hype Token. We're gonna look at Trump first though, because I know that's what people came for. You're like, let's get on Trump, man. Sorry. Got a little excited. Boom, dude. I mean, exactly what I was saying on Trump is playing out, man. I can't make this stuff up, dude. I cannot make this stuff up. The stiletto pattern. The stiletto pattern. If you've got a hot wife like I do, you know what a stiletto looks like, baby. Ooh, stiletto. That's the classic rug pull stiletto. I'm not saying that Trump's is a rug pull. I'm just saying that's what rug pull charts look like. They look, or if you want to call them, poop tokens, those poo coins. I said, I love your TA and your content, bro, but not your braids. Dude, I love this guy or gal, whatever. All right. See what we got. We know we got the stiletto pattern coming in, which is a bearish pattern. It's super bearish. Everybody's having a terrible time, right? The fact that Trump, dude, let's be real. Honeymoon's over, man. Honeymoon's over. It's over. Okay. Look at what happened to Bitcoin, right? Pumped, boom, right? Blick up, right? And then look what happened to Trump. It was like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's pumping. We're not gonna pump like Bitcoin, right? So I think that the and it banged just right off of this 50 moving average, right? Rejected, just nasty style. So my bias is you're probably gonna come back down here and you're gonna ride this trend channel down, man. This is your line in the sand. If you break this, it's really, really bad downside. Probably these two ranges right here. It's almost like a supply zone. Call it a supply zone. Let's just draw the box. We'll say from about here to here. We'll give you a little bit of credit, Trump. We'll give you a little bit of credit. This is your make or break line in the sand. Because if it goes below that, dude, I mean, we're talking sub $20. It's just going to ride that channel down. It broke out of that channel. And I basically was talking about this yesterday. I was like, is this going to start riding through over this way? No, it didn't. Right. But it broke down out of it. It bearishly retested it, came back down. It confirmed outside of it. Now it's going to keep trending downwards. My opinion. Is this a long opportunity right here at maybe $30? Yeah, potentially. I'm not taking the friggin' trade. I can tell you that much. You can have at it. If you want to take that trade, have at it, man. One other thing I want to show you on Bitcoin really quick that I forgot about now that we did that. We're going to get back to Trump in just a second. It's just one thing I forgot on Bitcoin. All right. You need to buy some of that Bitcoin, man. You know, that if you know Gary Cardone, you know that's the Gary Cardone voice. One of my good friends. I love the guy. He's friggin' hilarious. We've got a really, really upward sloping parallel on this. Like really, really upward sloping. Depending on how you draw it, dude, like this thing gets wicked, right? Wicked. It's wicked smart, just like your boy. Wicked smart. All right, so this is a really upward sloping parallel, right? Not awesome. Straight up not having a good time, you know? So, like, what do we know about upward sloping parallels? Yep. Right? That's what it likes to do. Upward sloping channels and parallels like to break down sometimes. It's not always awesome. Okay, let's get back to Trump. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of that. Be cool. Everybody be cool, man. Let's go down to the degens. We already saw what happened on the stiletto on the hourly chart. We don't care. Let's go check out the 1 minute. Let's see if somebody can catch a little trade. Let's see if you can catch a little trade, a little degen style, right? Get into the weeds, into the nitty gritty. Man, this friggin' thing is the magnet tool. The magnet tool, the bane of my existence. Yeah, I mean, it broke out of this. That's great. Good for you, Trump. Way to go, bro. Good job, buddy. Right? Got a parallel now. I literally was like, yo, you should take this short. You're going to make money on it. And, and look what would have happened. Boom. He came down and took profits, man. Like within what? How long was it that I said that this took what? 2107. That was an hour and a half long trade, man. I mean, that's legendary status right there. Like if you can take trades that fast and make money, like this trade right here, dude, this trade took me 20 minutes. It wasn't even 20 minutes. Let's check the order history. We'll tell you exactly how long it took, baby. Let's see how quickly we can make $600 in a day. $600 hairs, right? Close short, 0.4 Bitcoin. We closed it at 10:10 in the morning. We opened it at, first was 9:39. That was a 30-minute trade for 600, little pocket money. Daddy needs some pocket money to spend for the Friday Pie Day that's not behind me, but you know what I mean. Friday Pie Day. All right. So yeah, if you were watching the stream yesterday and I advised you not to do this, but I said, if you are going to degen and you want to trade this, this is your trade, and you took this trade, you're welcome. What does Post Malone say? Congratulations. You got your gains. Good job. You took it down. Way to go. Way to go. Way to degen. It's good stuff. We love it. All right. See if we can find you another. Let's see if we can get you another dirty, filthy trade and see if we can make our subscribers some money, man. We literally do this for free. Okay. My sole purpose in life is, well, besides drinking really clean and crisp Aquapana spring water from friggin' Italy, from a Medici spring that's been protected for hundreds of years and has built a legacy. The men and women that brought you the Renaissance painters like Lorenzo Medici, bringing you Botticelli, okay? Leonardo da Vinci, right? My sole purpose in life, other than drinking that water, is to make you friggin' people some money. So let's do it. Let's see if we can do it. For free. Put a free 99. That 5-finger discount. All right. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, Trump. All right, so we got a little downward sloping parallel here. Let's see if we can get you a little degen action on Trump. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, we got a little downward sloping parallel. That broke out. That's a fact. Okay, we like that. That's fine. Now, let's see what we got. If I zoom out a little bit, we might have to go to the 5-minute chart for this because this is getting a little nasty looking. But okay, here's a long trade that you could take if you happen to give a F. And if you really feel like, dude, Drew, I absolutely have to be in a trade all the friggin' time, man. Get me a trade, bro. Here it is. That's it. You bang off the channel, you take your long position. You target the recent, whatever this is, this previous, I don't even know if that's support anymore, to be honest with you. I mean, honestly, this is probably now your support. That's, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We got to get a little bit better targets here. Okay. That looks a little bit better, in my opinion. Okay, worst case scenario, you target this, right? Worst case scenario, you target this, and you've got a 2.63x risk to reward, right? Here's another thing that you can do to all my degen brothers from another mother out there. If you absolutely are like, Drew, you have to give me a trade. I will not let you get off of this friggin' live stream without giving me a Trump trade so I can lose some money, right? Because I know that you're going to tell me not to take the trade, but you're going to say if you absolutely have to take a trade on Trump like you did right over here, which would have made me money right here, right? If you do that again for me today, I would pretty much, very much, and absolutely appreciate it. Well, you could do this. I don't want to wait for the long, man. I'm trying to make money now. Okay. Easy. Kiss your mother with that mouth. All right. Boom. That's a long. My bad. We got to get the short. That is the forecast. That is also not what I'm looking for. All right. Short position calculator. You write it down right here to this inflection point, to this previous swing low right there. That right there, right? And that's it. That's it. It's that simple. You get the retest, right? I'm not saying buy right here, man. If anything, you should have bought 8 minutes ago. Were we looking at Trump 8 minutes ago? Maybe. I don't know. Can I get to it that fast? No. Stop relying on me. God. All right. I'm just playing with y'all. So I would set it outside of this range. I mean, you know, you've got a 3.7x risk to reward depending on where you take this, right? You could even probably come and set it outside of this 200 moving average. Honestly, you still got a 2x risk to reward on that because if you get above the 200 on the 1 minute, it's usually ripping to the upside, right? Same reason why if you get below the 200 on the 1 minute and you bearishly back test it, boom, it's ripping to the downside. So, I mean, I'm favoring downside for Trump right now. If you can get this right here, boom, then I would say, here you go. target here, flip long, ride it back up. Try it. See what happens, man. Not financial advice. If you get friggin' wrecked because I gave you some degen trade because I know that's what you showed up for, right? I'm not taking the trade. I'm already in a Bitcoin short that's massively profitable right now. We got another 400. I don't need to take that trade. If I wanted to, I guess I could, but I'm not going to. So I like to make money. I like to make money, okay? I like to not lose my money, okay? So I'm not going to take the Trump trade. Sorry, Trump. Even though this is literally one of my buy, that's one of my buy levels that I was consistently placing my buy orders at on Trump coin. It was $38.92 and $35 and like 76 cents or something like that. So even though this is one of my buy levels, this is not a buy level right now, my friends. This is not a buy, okay? Let me be very clear. This is not a buy right now. That right there is not a buy, okay? I gotta be clear about that. This might be a buy. If you really feel like getting froggy and leaping, that might be a buy, okay? For a very, 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 very friggin' short-term intraday trade, okay? Like I'm talking day trade. Like it's gonna be like this one over here, right? Where you were in it for, let's see. Where you were in it for, let's see how long you were in this for. If you shorted here, I don't even have enough room. All right. Yeah. All right, I got you. So if you were in this, at most you were in this for like 2 hours tops. Maybe, yeah, 2 hours tops, okay? So when I say that this is not a long-term trade, I am not telling you to buy Trump for the long term here, all right? Dude, there's so many candles here. We got to scroll over. I'm just saying this is what you can do if you want to do it, okay? You break back down into this channel, it's not looking good, okay? Once you get into this purple box, you don't want to necessarily be in it. Yeah, there we go. Rat B&B, he got the message. He caught the memo. He said it looks like a 100x short position to me. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. I do not recommend that, by the way. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Let's get back to Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. By the way, I called this all day in the gold group, right? I'm giving it to you guys afterwards, obviously, because the gold group, they're like a paid group or whatever. I said, yo, we should short here. And then we did. And I was like, we should write it down to the 0.786. And we did. And we took profits and then we went long. And now guess what we're doing on gold? You guessed it. And are we on the 1 hour or on the 1 minute chart or something? We're targeting that all-time high, baby. So we're literally in this trade right now. Like those trades were live over the past, I think it was like 3 days. Said short here. Okay, we wrote it down. We got our entry right here. Longed it. Boom. We're already in profit. Nice. Loving it, right? Actually, we shorted here and then we took profits here. And then what do? We got a scalp short here and then closed it out here. And now we are here. We closed it out earlier today. It was actually pretty legendary. I made the video on it. And then like 2 minutes later, it literally tagged our level. And now we're up here. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful setup, man. I love trading gold. I love trading gold. Okay. No more 1 minute chart for Trump. Sorry, guys. It's over. It's over. Trump sucks. Hype coin, bull monkeys. One of the most wild names that you're ever going to see. BitGet, Spot. I don't know if I have a chart on this. I do not. Okay, Hype. Is this Hyperliquid? I believe this is a decentralized exchange, right? Okay, here's the good news, okay? This is the beauty about being a trader. People can literally give you, if you're actually worth your salt, like worth your weight in salt, in analysis, you'll be able to pick all this stuff out like No problem. Like it's very simple. Okay. So we came up here, we set an all-time high, right? Obviously, it's only been out for like 3 friggin' days, right? Yeah, give me something I didn't know, Drew. You're a genius. Thank you, right? Then we came back and tried to come back up towards the highs here, but we got rejected. So then you see these candles here, right? Nice little cluster. Then what did you see? A downward sloping parallel, right? That you literally just busted out of, bearish and bullishly back tested it, right? This was a legendary entry. Okay, now you're probably wondering like, dude, that doesn't look like the most perfect trend line ever. The trend line police, I'm going to call the trend line police on you and tell them that you arrest this guy right there. Yeah, it's not necessarily the most perfect trend line. But if you look, every time that it got above it, it was like wicks, right? And it immediately got accepted right back into it, right? So, okay, so for example, we started at this, basically this close, right? Right here. Once we get over here, it wicked above it. Don't care. It kissed it. It tagged the range or the parallel, not parallel, the trend line. Kissed it again, rejected, right? Smacked into it, bearish consolidation because it just kept riding it, popped up above it, immediately popped down back below it within hours, right? Popped back up above it, immediately popped back down below it. Like these are wicks, right? This is a wick, this is a wick, one candle above it, right? Then guess what it did? Popped up above it, confirmed on this candle right here, boom, bullishly back tested it. This thing might be ready to rip, bro. This is a good call. This is a good call. Like this thing might be absolutely ready to rip. Let's see what the what's it called would be on it. See what the target would be. Okay. So we'll pull it from the ultimate high, right? To the ultimate low. Boom. $29 right here at this previous swing high too. You obviously have to take out this swing high, which it already, these two swing highs already got taken out, right? By this peak right here, okay? So I'm eyeing $29. Entry level would be right here at about $22.40 to $22. I would say if you're gonna enter here for a long position, you would be entering right here. You'd be setting your stop loss below this previous range lows right over here, right? And then you would be aiming for right about $29, which gives you a 2x risk to reward ratio at the 0.618 fib. That's pretty much what it is, man. I don't think Hypecoin's like too terrible, to be honest with you. This is a good play. On the hourly chart, if you can come back down here and back test this level again, this 0.236, and you bounce from it, which it's respected it thus far, and it's respected this trend line with its wicks, as you can see. Now, the one caveat to that, because I always have to give you the caveat, if this bad boy starts dumping right here, Big Daddy Bitcoin, right? If Big Daddy Bitcoin starts going down, watch out for Hype Token, right? Because you're going to see Hype Token going down, right? And where's it going to be going down to? Well, here's your lines in the sand, right? Right here. It's almost like a double bottom, right? Right there. You can even extend that all the way over here. Boom. You've got that, and then you've got these swing lows, which are super, super down here at like 18 bucks. So, I mean, even if you like went to the ultimate lows, right? Like you still have a 1.5 risk to reward on this. And honestly, I don't know if I would be targeting the 0.618. I would probably be targeting right up here to the 0.786 if I'm taking that trade, because I'm taking a swing trade at that point. I'm going to say I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm saying if I took this trade like this right here, this is what I would be betting on. We come up here to the 0.618. We back test the 0.382. We start to curl up, and then we hit our 0.786. That's what I would be betting on happening. Now, if Bitcoin dumps, then you're probably going to come down here and smack these lows. But you could smack those lows and bounce and then move up. It would be something probably along these lines, right? Most likely something like that. But, you know, Bitcoin dumps, again, the most likely scenario is you get stopped out right here. So that's Hypecoin in a nutshell. Hopefully that hyped you up, right? Play the friggin' intro video, man. Where's it at? Dude, if that song doesn't get you hyped up to the max, I don't know what does, dude. Seriously, that is Ali Boumaier. Buy the game. Go check about it. Go hear about it. Go tell everybody about it. Shout it from the moon tops and, well, not the moon tops, the mountain tops. You get what I'm saying? In any case, I will see you all tomorrow. We will check in and see how this trade has played out. We took home a nice little 16 hundo today. Good day at the office. In any case, with that being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up. Make sure you smash the like button. Share this on Twitter. All right, Twitter people. There is 189 of you here from Twitter. Okay? Huh? I'm looking at you. Give me a second. I'm calling you out, Twitter. You want to learn today, right? Okay, I'm calling you out, Twitter. Press the follow button. Press the follow button. If you like seeing stuff like this, with minimal losses, press the follow button. I'm giving the content out for free every single day. We go live every day. I might not necessarily be going live on Twitter forever. Make sure you go over to my YouTube channel, Drew Wolfer. I'm the only guy. Check it out. Figure it out. DW. I will see you all in the next stream. I appreciate you for showing up. Make sure you share the content. Make sure you like the content. Make sure you comment on the content. Even if it is some wild poop stuff like Rap B&B does. Or hating on my braids. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.